Alright, and we are back from our extended break. Those of you watching the VOD, I streamed about an hour ago. I was going to take a 10-minute break. Then the game that I was looking to play had a bunch of music that I didn't know was copywritten or not, so I had to do some research on that. Looks like everything except for one of the songs is not copywritten, so we're going to just play the game and hope for the best. That's kind of what you have to do anymore. That's world we live in. Alright, hopefully it starts capturing. Good. Okay, I had some troubles with it capturing as well. I had to screw around with the settings. Make sure the audio levels come up correctly as well. But this is was it Outrun? Out Demo or something? Outmode is what it's called. Outmode is as you can see by the title sequence, a retro wave aesthetic styled racing game. A lot of the people put in feedback already that the sun is way too big and way too low in the sky. It's kind of a retro wave synthwave aesthetic that the sun be oversized and low in the sky, but it's also supposed to be behind the horizon. And as you can see, it's kind of not. So we'll have to hope they fix that. The music's pretty good so far, and it doesn't seem to be overpowering my voice, so that's pretty good. Let's get started here. I'm playing on a controller. I love the sign. That wasn't there before, that synthwave life sign. I kind of want to get this garage in real life. That'd be cool. What do we got in? Is it not letting me use my controller? Really? My controller disconnected as far as the... Nope, it's going. Fascinating. Alright, guess we're using our settings here. Our keyboard and mouse it is. The Copernicus isn't just a car. Turns out it has some ability to transcend time and space itself. Who would have guessed? It was found sitting in some abandoned mine shaft. Hopefully whoever left it there won't need it anymore. You can inject polonium. Oh, you have special abilities in this. That's cool. We're driving in a DeLorean. Inject polonium ejects depleted polonium fuel rod from the reactor, which damages all cars in a radius after a short fuse. Time disruption fuse creates a displacement in the fabric of space and time, forcing away any nearby foes. It's kind of interesting. Time machine equip experimental tech to the chassis and initiate time travel at 88 miles per hour. That's kind of cool. I kind of want to see what that does. And it's pretty average as far as everything else goes. How do I get out of this? Let's just go down here. This is our settings. This, by the way, is literally all the settings it has. And yeah, I put on chromatic aberration. You're gonna fight me in real life? That's part of the aesthetic, okay? I mean, you can take it off. Well, it's just normal now. A little disappointing. It's kind of hard to see on this settings page, but with it on, the glow on the fan, especially the buttons down at the bottom, is a little brighter and kind of glowier would be how I'd describe it. It's not a clear, bright light, but like a shining light that's kind of like, you know, creeping out your eyes. Very subtle effect. But we'll leave that on. Got the film grain on, which doesn't really seem to do much on this. I'm not seeing any real difference with it on and off. Whatever film grain effect they have is not very strong. That's just how it is. We got our controls back here. Hopefully I don't have to actually use keyboard and mouse, because I will hate my life 24 hours a day. Oh, you gotta do both keyboard and mouse? Really? Who designs a racing game like that? I can understand the mouse for free look, but why do you have boost on there? Why not just make it a keyboard command? You got all this space up here, you can make it Z, you can make it space. Like, oh, space is drift. Probably make it control if you had to. Or tab, or really any, maybe button 2 or 3. You know, you have lots of options. More importantly, why can't I rebind this? What kind of PC game doesn't allow you to rebind the keyboard controls? Shame. Oh, also there's a user music option that allows you to import your own MP3 WAV files and OGG files into the game's data directory. Or I guess you can really set it to any location if you really wanted to. I'm not going to screw around with that now. And then you can play your own music while you're playing this. So, if this game turns out pretty well, and I also get a copyright strike from the music, I may just, if I play this again, I'll just import Stream Beats music or something. But it's kind of neat, you got that option. You got credits. I'll just leave this on the screen for a few seconds. Most of these songs are copyright free. Hypnotica's Skyfall and ESCP's Star Drive I couldn't find at all. And Liberty City is technically it's a Creative Commons 3.0 unported license, but it samples music from Grand Theft Auto 4. So I'm pretty sure it's going to get me a copyright strike when that plays. Good times. And also, Best Tracks, Burn the Night, and Turbo Squad are both copywritten songs. I'm gonna pretend that they, or I'm gonna believe that they got the licensing to put it into this game. Otherwise I'm gonna be very mad. Because it's like basic game design, you're building a game. You need to get licensing for any assets that you want to use. Whether that's music, graphics, or anything else. But that's only in the trailer, and I don't think that's going to play within the game, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. Anyway, that's that, and unfortunately you can't go back to the title screen from here. It's a little disappointing to me. I'm really hoping you could, because it's a really cool intro. A really cool intro screen. Career and Outmode mode are locked because this game is still in a demo. Outmode mode is based off the classic arcade racing cabinets of the 80s with a new age twist. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna really like this game. It's gonna be based off Outrun, and the trailer shows that there's gonna be a very similar design to Outrun. For those that are unfamiliar, Outrun was a game in the 80s that was on the Sega... wasn't the Sega Genesis, I think it was a Sega Mega Drive that was on. And it was basically a racing game. It wasn't much of a simulator. It was definitely an arcade-style racing game. As it was, after all, an arcade game. But you'd race through, I think, like 7 different levels. And then you'd have to get in first in order to win, obviously. And I think you had to place 3rd in order to progress to the next level. Otherwise, it would block you off and you'd have to start all over. Career mode undertakes missions, unlocks new cars, upgrades your abilities, and you can become a racing legend. They need to rework that, because the way I interpreted that, it's like, oh, these are tasks you can do, and then it's like, okay, can become a racing legend. Well, that should probably be the start. It should read something like, become a racing legend by undertaking missions, unlocking new cars, and upgrading new abilities. I think that would flow a little bit better. Then Time Trial is a thrill-inducing race against the clock mode, as you know, is tradition. Endless, keep driving until the sun goes down or until you give up. Well, pro tip, sun's never going down. It's a synthwave lifestyle. And then race is classic racing mode against computer-controlled bots with adjustable settings. That's all you have for right now. This game is, it does support Steam Remote Play, which allows you to do local co-op over your local area network, which is kind of interesting. I have no idea how that would work in reality, because I don't have another computer to play this on a local area network at least. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So let's start with a race. Oh, it does have split screen. Neat. So Chrome Shores, Sunlight Nightway, Downtown Boulevard, Lightning Canyon, and Sunset City. And 3 levels. I assume you unlock later. Let's start with the first one. I can drive in the Copernicus, the Ackerman, the Pinstripe, and the Vigilante. I don't like, I mean, it is kind of aesthetic-y that it's off to the side, but kind of hard to read. Anyway, we'll do it on easy, why not, and we'll do automatic, because I don't feel like shifting. And we'll do, can I do 5? Cool. Do 5 of them. Outmode Customs. I really like this, definitely fits the vibe of the stream. So this may become a regular occurrence here. Tip number 10, make use of your abilities when you see an opportunity to do so. Alright, cool. It's a little, the neon's a little bit bright, it overpowers everything else. Alright, and then the 8.6 and the benefactor. Oh, he named these cars after Grand Theft Auto. I could definitely see that being a copyright or licensing issue. You're gonna want to rename all these. Oh, I hope I'm not stuck in this mode forever. Oh, man, I was like hoping for like top down. Rocketeer radio. Alright, well I'm up front, that's cool. What am I hitting? I don't know. Yeah, he needs to get rid of that grid. The grid makes this... What? I am hitting the gas! Why is it doing that? Welcome to Chrome Shores. Wow, this steering is not the best. Okay. Oh, there's no engine noises, I just realized that. That's kind of unsettling. I hope they have that in the final game. Dude, this collision is just something else. Like, tapping somebody shouldn't make you spin out like that. Unless you're going for like a racing simulator style. It just doesn't work too well. Okay. What? I don't get it. Why am I slowing down randomly? Collision. Yeah, of course I'm colliding with the wall because you drift too much. Alright, I have depleted uranium. How do I use that? Alright, my car's about to explode. Oh, you can switch mode. Okay, that's gonna make it a lot easier to drive. Good. Oh, there's an integrity meter. Turns out I don't have any integrity. Integrity compromised. My car blew up. Alright, cool. There's like a button I'm supposed to use to trigger these. I'm not sure what though. Time machine's at 92%. I don't know what that means. It makes it a lot easier to drive having top-down view. Or not really top-down, but like a chase cam style. That was hard to steer in that inside the car. Oh. Wow, this is very inconsistent. Like, sometimes you'll slide, other times you like veer off to the right. I'm not really a fan of that either. Jeez. Alright. My integrity is failing. Okay, that's brake. Can I use clutch to drift? Yeah, I can. Cool. Alright, I'm 5th. That brought shame to my people. His integrity's not doing good. Why am I dying like this? I don't even know what I hit. What was that? Okay, that's my boost. Okay, that's cool. Too bad you float too much on this. Like, I don't expect it to be realistic physics, but like when I turn, I would expect some sort of like feedback, like you feel like you're actually turning, not that you're skating across like an ice field or something. Okay, that's handbrake. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's the other button. Oh yeah, there's like weapon 1 and weapon 2. Okay, that's depleted uranium. Oh, I can't actually look? Really? Alright. And the music just cut out all of a sudden. Does it not loop the next song? Why am I slowing down all of a sudden? I don't get that. It's weird. Got a radio. Alright, that's my time disruption field. I like how it makes a nice little square, because that's realistic. Oh, come on, why am I swirling like this? And how do I use my special ability then? Right, resetting. No, I don't want to reset. Screwed up my thing. Am I going the right way? I hope so. Okay, that's my time machine. I don't know what that did. Didn't help me drive any better, that's for sure. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Alright. Yeah, I think this is the wrong way. Why am I randomly losing speed? Yeah, I feel like I was just here. There's no... Is there really no indicator you're going the wrong way? Just figure it out, I guess. Oh, I was going the right way then. Alright, so that helps me out a little bit. I was going the right way this way. What is MDS, and why should I care about that? Like, it's not... Why am I sliding so much? It's just weird. I definitely like the look of the game. I mean, maybe they can dial back on the neon brightness. The brightness of the neon. A bit overpowering on everything. And epileptics may struggle with it. But who knows. I guess I'm going the right way. The other guy was going this way, so... This seems like, maybe there should be some sort of indicator I'm going the right way. Like, any sort of indicator. That just put me to a complete stop. Not a fan of that either. Rocketeer radio. Alright, so I'm coming up on this guy. That guy's like bouncing for some reason. I don't even know why. Welcome to Chrome Shores. I feel like I've only made one lap. It says I'm on the 3rd lap, but I don't know how it's measuring it. I'm clearly not passing the same obstacles each time. Definitely going different ways. Let's see what this does. Alright, so I'm now going across time or something. I don't know. This game's a little disorienting too. It's part of, like, a vaporwave and synthwave are. I guess it's gonna be mildly disorienting. But, like, going through this tunnel, I don't have the sensation of motion. It literally feels like I'm just sitting in place because all the lines are the same. It feels like you're not moving, you're just kind of sitting there. So I've now maxed out my speed, basically, so I can go 205 miles an hour. It's pretty neat. I might hit 206. How do you drift? I don't know what's going on with that. The random, like, your engine stalling out while you're driving, not something I'm a fan of. Yeah, it definitely feels almost like you're on ice when you're turning. Not like any sensation that you're actually driving as so much as I'm just like floating around. Yep, I'm gonna write a review after this. I'm gonna complain. I complain to the manager. Of course. I don't know what MDS is. But it's not my tachometer, because that's right below my, like, again, turning is hard. It's like, I'm kind of just stuck against the wall until it, like, breaks free. And then you hit that, and all of a sudden you come to a dead stop. Why is that? Why can't you just break through that? Alright, so I made it. I like how the final cars just sit there, they don't auto-drive or anything. Alright, and again, I can't interact with this menu. I have to use my mouse. That's less than optimal. Why does it kick me back to the starting screen? It makes no sense. Alright, yeah, I can't do anything with that. Play, we'll do another race, do solo. This time we'll do Starway, Nightway. Let's do the Ickerman this time. Let's crank this up. I don't like how it doesn't save your settings either. Shouldn't kick you back to the menu, and it also shouldn't forget your settings. This is nice, but it's really not necessary. So you have a loading screen on afterward. I'd like to be able to skip that, if I could. Starlight Nightway, there's one lap. And I am second starting grid. Alright, what do I do to drive? Okay, you gonna let me drive or what? I'm spending way too much time on this intro. I'm in second place. And it's just like, no, we're gonna put everybody right on top of each other. I like Saturn, it's nice. Why am I sliding so much? don't know what the MDS is, but it needs to kind of just stop. Why are there like... Why am I slowing down? I have it on automatic. It should be shifting automatically. That it does 90% of the time, but when I go up a hill, it just kind of stalls out. Okay, drifting is not going to work in this either. The car's too floaty. Like, it floats too much naturally, and then you try to drift and you just end up spinning out. I want this game to succeed because it looks really good. My only complaint as far as visuals go is that the neon's too bright on the random on. Why am I like stuck here? I just want to break out of this and it just won't let me. I'm like stuck on this. Really? That's unreal. Alright, well my car is on fire now. I have a Hellfire Blast and Antonarch Mine. Well, some help that this mine's gonna do on my one and only lap. And my car just stuck. Alright. What's the reset button? There we go. Yeah, it was less than optimal. So that's my blast. There's no sound effect for that, because, like, why would there be? That's my turbo killer. Do I have to hold that when I use it? I don't know. It doesn't really seem like my turbo is actually doing anything. I'm not accelerating at all. Oh, MDS is my boost. Why is it called MDS or MD5? Alright, that didn't really help at all, and like, you get stuck on these curves. Like, if you hit that wall at all, you're basically stuck on it until you die and respawn where the curve ends. I don't know, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play one of each of the maps. But I'm gonna write a scathing review. Look at that, I'm stuck on this thing again. It's like you can't get out of it. At all. I almost fell off the map there. Remember, I respawned in. Like, yeah, you definitely slide too much on this. There's no feeling of traction on these. Am I going the right way? I assume I have to be. Just a regular sun there. Like, why am I spinning out like this? A real car wouldn't be doing that. You'd also have a feeling of feedback. Well, and I don't have that on this. It definitely feels like you're just kind of piloting a box that's floating on a ramp. Or like a road. You don't have a sensation that you're driving anything. I really feel like they spent a lot of their time on the visuals and not much on making a good racing game. And also, why is there a laser pointer pointing at me for some reason? Like, do you think that's a good idea for epileptics? Do you think they would just love having a laser in their eyes? There we go, I just fell off the map. I'm now gonna die. Okay. Well, here's a map. Now we go back to the start of this again. Can I do endless on that? That'd be funny if I could. Let's do the pinstripe. Again, I wish I could skip this. It's like 30 seconds of... It looks really nice the first few times you do it, but I feel like it would be unnecessary after you're familiar with the thing that they're doing. And then you don't get to see your loading tip, of course. Why would I? Came in third. That's good. Yeah, they definitely had the visuals down. With the exception of that one tunnel. I really felt like I was just there. And there's like no light on the road for some reason. I'm in first, yeah! So my car has a turbocharger as well as a boost and a red line. But literally, this is just like a regular racing car. What's up with the lasers? Why do we have lasers just randomly shooting into your car? And again, I get stuck on the corner and you can't get out. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I started to do the turn correctly. And I died. So it's just, like, there's no feeling of traction on any of this. And even with the controller, the turning is not smooth. It definitely feels like I'd be turning as if I were using the A and D keys to turn. What was that? I guess he shot the other guy or something. Yeah, once you hit the outside curve, you're just kind of like there. That's not... Oh, is that supposed to stand for NOS? NOS? It does not look like NOS, it looks like MOS or MDS. You gotta fix that font there too. Why did I blow up? Well, I know I took a lot of damage from that fireball. Which if you want like a Mario Kart style thing, you gotta do better racing. Like, why can't I pull out of the curve whenever I turn like that? I've never had a racing game where once you get started going in a direction, you're stuck in it. Like, even Forza Motorsport is supposed to be like hyper-realistic. It's not like that. Now I'm just randomly losing speed again. My turbocharger has to charge. What? I just used the thing. Didn't do anything for me. Alright, that's a little bit faster, I guess. I blew up, so now I lose my boost. Okay, that's like a ground pound, I guess. That was cool. And then you just hit the wall because there's no traction on this. But if you want every single car to be... Look at that, drifting is just awful. Like, going into a drift should not immediately put you into a tailspin. You do know how drifting works, right? You don't go pick up a physics book or something and learn how to program. That was so nice about this game, because I'm like, it's an indie game, I like the visuals on it, it looks really nice, but the driving is just awful. it's like, it needs at least another year of development at the progress they've made. They need to like completely retool how the driving works in this game. Alright, let's try to drift. That sorta helped. And I just get stuck in a spin again. And why did my engine cut out? Alright, that was convenient. I'm gonna have to learn to do that. And then you get stuck on this wall again. Like, walls should not be sticky. Oh, are those lasers shooting at me? If I just sit here, yeah. I'm getting shot at. That's what the lasers are for. What? Why would you have random NPCs shooting at you in a racing game? What possible purpose would that serve? Stuck on the wall again. Boy howdy, I'm glad I have this here car. Can't get off the wall. There's the tunnel of I'm not moving at all. Why does like every level have one of these tunnels? Like the tunnel genuinely feels like you're not moving whenever you reach the same speed that the lights are moving at, which is pretty easy. It's only like second gear. Again, why is this the way it is? Okay, I can break out of that. I don't know if I broke out of it per se, or maybe it's just the curve ended. Why am I losing speed? I am literally holding down the accelerator. Are you just like not parsing the input properly? Do you not know what it's like to accelerate? There's that NPC, they just came to a complete dead stop. I'm trying to think what actual purpose a laser scanner would have. And you can't get off the wall. Every single curve is like you're just gonna blow up. I want this game to be successful, but I really don't know how it could be at this point. I've never driven a racing game. It's just that it's quite this bad. Trying to give constructive criticism, but like at a certain point it's you literally need to retool how the driving works in this game. Like, it does not feel like you're driving an actual car at all. I don't... Like, you'd have to play it to understand it. But, I mean, the demo's free. It's on Steam. So you can probably just download the demo. But it's irritating, like, what kind of car floats like this? It's like you don't have any traction at all, and why am I slowing down suddenly? I get stuck on the wall again. Yep, now I'm just dying. So my score is 0 at the end of everything. Oh, I forgot, I got turbocharger. That did nothing for me. Did it not? Okay, I was gonna say, did it not register me actually finishing the race as I hit those cars? Well, I didn't come in dead last this time. Press any key to start, and then use your mouse intermittently, because nothing's... Like, if you're gonna release a demo, you should at least have the basics working, you know? Lightning Canyon. Let's do the Vigilante. Don't spill a beer. Tip 4, you can enter drift naturally and then it cuts out because it doesn't stick long enough for you to read it. If you're gonna have tips, you might as well have it on that stupid driving out of the garage cutscene. Alright, is it gonna load? Why can't I skip it? Again, this is nice stuff. I like the visuals, but need to be better. Look at that. Those cars are freaking out. Cars are freaking out, man. Now I'm like stuck in a spin. That's okay. The other cars bump me in the right direction. Yeah, there's no indicator you're going the wrong way. Maybe the next one I do, I'll intentionally drive. Why? Why did the AI just hit me like that? I'm getting shot at again for some reason. Oh, there we go, I hit the wall. It's stuck on the curve again. Take the wheel! Oh, I got an auto drive on this, good. Alright, yeah, that's... like, there's no feeling of traction at all. So this is the first one I'm doing well in, but I think it's just because the AI keeps spinning out and wrecking. Is there pathfinding broken on this? And I'm in first. Why is there a dot in front of me? I don't know. Again, the neon is just a little bit too bright. I wish I could adjust that. Maybe I can turn off the chromatic aberration. That might improve things. This really looks like the beach map, just at night. It's almost identical, besides that canyon at the start, and instead of palm trees, you got cactuses. Alright, so I have a microwave jammer and a turbo jump. Let's use microwave. Did nothing. I didn't expect it to, because it's probably something like it'll shoot out people in front of you. Why are there random rocks falling? Especially in the middle of it. Like, I can understand if they fell, like, left to right or right to left. But why are they falling just in the middle of the road? Alright, so I'm on lap 2. Okay, I did not like that. Turbo jump is dumb. Oh, the AIs are, like, stuck. See what take the wheel does. Okay, so just... okay, I can shoot. That's cool. I can't aim. Oh, okay, can now. That's cool and all, but... okay, that's actually a cool ability. I should have used that closer. The, AIs are here. And then I guess that ended. I was doing like no... why was it only having me at like 75 miles an hour? That's kind of a dumb thing. So this is NOS, not MDS. It's the only thing that makes sense. I don't know what that is, like meteors up in the sky? Actually, using that in short bursts seems to work better. There we go. Yeah, the AI is completely bugged out on this. I feel like they're not even driving. I just like stuck. Why is my car stopping? Again, the rocks are just randomly falling from the sky. I should have hit one of them to see what happens. Like a random motel on the side. There we go, we've done... Why? Why is it doing this? I really don't know why. That stupid, thing's gonna shoot at me. It literally shot me and killed me. What? Why would you program that in as a mechanic? Makes no sense. I feel like this guy's like trolling almost. There's a lot of bad decisions. I mean, for starters, driving doesn't work. This is by far the best I've been doing on this, well, on this game, I guess. Not even just this track. It's only the first time I played the track. So, choo-choo train. And again, you take the wheel thing, it just puts you in like 2 miles an hour. I'm like, I'm supposed to be shooting guys. Why is there no sound effects on this? Also, if this is 80s aesthetic, why am I shooting a Glock? Glocks, I think they did have Glocks, but they didn't rise to prominence until the 90s. Like, they were just a no-name, cheap brand of, gun at the time. Wow, that's awful. I mean, the music's nice. So basically, music and visuals, they definitely have down. But, like, they need to handle, like, give the game somebody that has programmed a driving game before, or a racing game before. It's the only explanation I can think of. Like, why am I just randomly stopping in the middle of the road? Alright, that should be it then, right? Yeah. Pinstripe finished in 7 minutes. I'm supposed to believe that? Well, I'll just do DNF for all of them because they're just driving in circles. Race, solo, do Sunset City. The increment was awful. Pinstripe had a bunch of them related to boosting. It was okay. And the Copernicus was pretty decent. I wish you had the statistics on the selection screen so I can make an informed decision. But instead it's just pick the one that looks the best, I guess. What's this thing say? Oh, you can select more cars. The 8.6 and the Benefactor, and then 2 more cars. Okay, we'll do the 8.6 then. That means I'm gonna have to do another one again. So I can do the Benefactor car. Choose a car tuned to your playstyle. Well, I need to have the statistics first. So, that sun is way too big, even for the aesthetic. Like, the grid, I think, is what causes that. They absolutely need to remove the grid. What is that? A holographic monkey? A holographic man? That's cool, I guess. Blind attack, mechanical tuning, hyperfocus are my main skills. I also don't get why the speedometer and tachometer are different in this car. I think the Inferno is also like this. Whatever it was called. There's no map, too, so, like, I guess you just kind of gotta figure it out. Ow. It's stuck in a spin. Yeah, they definitely need to add a map. There definitely needs to be a way to steer better. I feel like I'm not even steering properly in this. I'm definitely doing better than I was in the other car. Ow. Alright, if I go the wrong way intentionally, does it tell me? No, it just literally lets you do what you want. Yeah, they need to add something. Say, look, you're going the wrong way, buddy. Aerodynamic second. I don't know what that noise was. What was that? Did my car just stall out? You really have a mechanic where your car can stall out in the middle of a race? Why? It's supposed to be a fun little arcade racer, or at least I thought it was. It's like you don't know what you're making, do you? That's how this goes. See what a mechanical tune does. I guess that heals me or something. That's interesting. Hyper focus. That didn't do anything. In fact, if anything, it made that worse. Alright, so mechanical tune did not repair my car. Blind attack didn't do nothing. I like the visuals. I'm trying to be positive. What did I hit? Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Guess. Why is there a random helicopter effect? Hey, they have 3090. Pretty cheap. That wasn't a bad one, I guess. Alright, let's do the first one again as benefactor. And just put a bunch of AIs in here. That car looks cool. I like how that loading screen was there for a whole 2 seconds. Oh, I wanted to turn off the chromatic aberration. Yeah, we'll do a race after this without the chromatic aberration. I feel like turning that off would probably help a lot. It's just way too bright. There we go. Rift Anchor and Second Law are my specials, and then the grid. my ultimate. Second law of Newton's physics is, I don't remember. It's only been 20 years. Yeah, I'm definitely learning how to drive this, but it's less... I feel like I'm becoming a better driver, and more I'm just getting used to the idiosyncrasies of the stupid tunnel. Really? My integrity is gonna be shot. There we go, I blew up. I am not accelerating, I'm holding it down. Alright, so that's like a shield or something. I don't know what that did exactly. Well, it didn't help me with the collisions. The rift anchor didn't do anything. Alright. I can't change the camera, so I have no idea where I'm really going. I have reached outrageous speed. Huzzah! Alright, what's the grid? Let's do that after I blow up. Again, I'm losing speed randomly. No, I don't know why. I'm also in first, somehow. I'm not sure about that. There we go, we blew up. Got to a decent speed and then hit the grid. Also get above 88 miles per hour, I guess. Oh, that fire actually damages you. But it covers the entire road. You can't avoid that. Again, that's not optimal game design. I'm just getting randomly shot at. Seems like every level has that. I can't turn? What? What? I spun around like 3 times. I just put him to a dead stop, that's funny. What? Let's do this. Let's do a 3-point turn in the middle of a racetrack, why not? Alright, so the grid. What did that do? Did it just kill me? Oh, it teleported me. Okay. That didn't help at all. What? What? I'm just gonna reset. I don't even care. I landed on top of a guy. Nice. Or he landed on top of me. Alright, I guess we're gonna drive this way then. Why have I lost my HUD just because I'm in a different camera mode? What was that? What was that noise? Why was it so loud? Sounded like a guy dying. passenger with me. Alright, if I hit the grid, I teleport. There we go, I teleported into third apparently. What did that do, and why did I just bounce around like that? I'm really trying to think of something positive to say, but I don't know. A random fireball in the middle of the road, of course. You know, as you do, you just leave your fireballs laying around in the middle of the road. I feel like a lot of these don't really do anything. So specials I have. What is this? And why can't I accelerate? Like, you understand, a racing game requires you to be able to accelerate, right? Median is boost. Again, the fire covers the entire track. Can't do anything to avoid it. Why does it do so much damage? What? Tell me in what universe physics works like that? Like, sir, the guy that developed this game, I assume that it's a sir, I think it was Eric, was his name. Like, you do understand how physics works. Like, if you pick up an object and throw it at something, it's not going to just come to a dead stop when it hits the wall. This is literally cancer. So the AIs come to almost a complete stop in order to navigate this. That's also not good. Means their pathfinding is awful in that area. I mean, at least they recognize the things as a obstacle. Could be worse. They could just be like, "Oh, well, let's do it." Again, why am I slowing down? I feel like I just say that constantly, but it's a persistent problem. Oh, there we go. Hit the wall. Stuck in a death spiral. Aha, I jumped. Like, getting stuck on the walls, the worst. So that didn't even protect me from a collision? Really? What's the purpose of this? It's a shield that doesn't shield you from anything. I mean, maybe it shields you from projectiles, but not a single one of these AIs have shot a projectile. Okay, come on. Let's teleport into a wall, why not? Seems about right. Alright. Just about done, aren't we? Yeah, I believe so. I mean, this car is probably my favorite, but it's only because it has so many cheats with it. I allow you to teleport all over the map. Again, hitting that should not put you to a dead stop. Should be able to break through that, I think. I think that'd be a better way to program that. There we go.
Living the dream.
I just hit this. Why not?
D_U_D_U_ is now following. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay in our nouveau-retro wavy world.
Alright, let's do one more level without the chromatic aberration turned on. I feel like that was just too much. And I don't know what map, I really don't care. They're all awful because of the physics in this. Lightning Canyon was bugged the hell out. Starlight Nightway wasn't bad. Downtown Boulevard was pretty good. We'll do that one, and I've done all the cars, right? Benefactor, yep, that's all of them. Let's go back to the Copernicus. Do it on magic. I'm lazy. Should probably do at least one with manual driving, but I don't know, the game's broken enough as it is. I don't want to end up just deleting something. Hit the wrong shift button and the game just blows up. Love that loading screen tip. That was very important. I'll keep that under advisement the rest of my life. I hate that this is like too long to wait. Like, let people skip through this. There we go. Fire's a little bit better on this one. He's got the ability to not hit it. Dude, why? Why? It's like I'm driving on an ice rink. At least this is easy to get through as well. Damn it. Like, why? Sir, you... Swear to God, I'm gonna like write a 20-page video essay and then record it and go viral for malding over this game. It's just awful. Why am I losing speed? These are like the same complaints I've been having, but it just irritates me each time. Ah, come on. Damn it. Really? I didn't get shot. That's what the lasers are. Person that just joined. I don't know if you were here watching earlier. But this game literally has AIs in like windows and on top of buildings and stuff shooting at you for no reason. And your integrity in the car is very limited. And one of those shots takes out, I think, like a third of it. So it's just awful. And then you get stuck on a curve if you ever hit the wall while going through a curve. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, we'll just blow up. There we go. Time disruption field. You can't pass me. You don't understand what time is anymore. I really don't know what this thing does. The game doesn't explain much. Another thing I wish I'd put in the final game. But we're gonna have a nice, like, 20-page write-up, like I said. Like, I want the game to succeed. And it's just... oh my god. Alright. Yeah, turning off the chromatic aberration seems to have helped with the the neon on the road itself. But, like, these things off to the side are still really bright. Like, way too bright for, like... I have genuine concerns that epileptics would go into a seizure or something off some of these lights. It's good I have to use my boost to get up a hill. Cars like no horsepower apparently. I got the time machine I want to use. I mean, that's cool. Like this. I still don't know what it actually does, because, like, I'll come around this corner, and those guys will still be aiming at me. Like, the cars off to my side are still racing. It's like, I don't know what this actually does besides put everything into a blue tint. I mean, that was cool. They definitely get a 10 out of 10 for the visuals. But... Alright, come on. I think I just played the same song back to back. Another thing you want to avoid. I mean, there's only like a dozen. Am I going the wrong way? I couldn't possibly be. So the arrow's a point in saying I gotta go this way, right? I feel like I'm going the right way. I just passed that car that was, you know, obviously going the other way. I may get shot and then blow up. Dude, what's going on with my acceleration? Yeah, I'm going the right way, because this is the way that tunnel was. That sign's right. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be at this point in the lap that I'm on. But I don't remember getting turned around enough that I'm going the wrong way. You know what, let's test this out. I come to a dead stop here, because nobody's shooting at me. Let's turn around. Okay, the arrows don't change. That indicates, or at least implies, I'm going the right way. Okay, so the arrows can be like my guiding track, I guess. God forbid you put in a sign or something that says, hey look, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to drift. This would be great to drift, but drifting is so broken in this game. I still really don't know what the hell this does. Alright, so I'm at third somehow. I'm glad that's how things are going. Alright. Sorta helped, I guess. Just try not to hit the fireball that somebody left in the road. That time disruption field does nothing to him. If anything, I think it attracted him to me. Which makes it a bad thing. I don't want him to hit me. Yeah, we're gonna call it quits after this. I gotta get to bed. So, I'll probably play the game again over the weekend just so I can give it a fair shake and sit down on 2 different days, and hopefully maybe I learned something as part of driving during this session here or something. I don't know. I just feel like the game fundamentally has to be rewritten to be more of a driving game than just an aesthetic simulator. So that's kind of all it is right now. Is they took all the major aesthetic choices of synthwave and retrowave and put it into a driving game, and then completely forgot to make a driving game. Yeah. I'm 99% sure I've gone through everything in this. We got garage. Oh, you can flip through these. Oh, you have to wait for it to animate, really. Alright, I'll read it. So we can say somebody somewhere on the internet read it. The Ickerman. No one knows about this mysterious car. There's almost something arcane. There's something arcane, almost supernatural about it. It's an older engine, and it underperforms against its rivals. But the driver favors a more aggressive approach. That's not English. That's not how English works, my good sir. You need to fix that as well. Hellfire blasts. Fire spews from the exhaust and ignites all cars caught in the flames. Yeah, the trail on that is like 3 feet behind you. It basically only works on somebody that's tailgating you. So that's not, like, that's gotta be fixed too. Antinarch Mine places a deadly fireball trap behind the car, which deals massive damage to opponents. I wonder if that's what I was hitting earlier. That was an actual fireball that was part of the course. There's a trap that somebody else put up, one of the AIs. And then the Turbo Killer. The build-up pure rage of the driver is unleashed as the car turns into an unstoppable juggernaut. Yeah, I didn't get that impression from that when I did the Turbo Killer. In fact, I felt like it did nothing. I didn't speed up at all. Anything I hit did a lot of damage to me. It just doesn't seem like it did anything. Can I change the license plate on this? Ooh, you can. And change it to my name. There we go. Okay, I gotta do at least one with that. And maybe I'll just do the Ickerman, because I changed it on that one. The Pinstripe. One of the fastest sports cars. Yeah, it's not English, you need an S on that, cars. One of the fastest sports cars ever produced. This model has been custom outfitted with a turbocharger and a heat expulsion system. The driver constantly expresses his distaste for lane hoggers. I'm not quite sure what that had to do with anything, honestly. Exothermic discharge. The waste heat of the engine is unleashed as a shockwave, which blasts any car in its radius. From a concept, I mean, it works as far as a mechanic in the game goes, but I would fix that description, because waste heat in an engine doesn't make sense to release as a shockwave. That should be used as like the blaster on that other car I just looked at, the one that had the 3 feet trail of fire. That would make more sense in that way, and then you could put the rage nonsense into this one. Turbocharger. The turbo goes into overdrive, producing an extreme amount of NOS. And again, they really need to change the font that they use. NOS looks like MOS to me, or MD5, or even MO5. You need to get a better font. I mean, I understand wanting to go with like an aesthetic choice, but if it interferes with the player's ability to read and understand parts of the game, it really has to go. You cannot get in the way of the player's ability to play the game. Doesn't matter how cool it looks. At the end of the game, it has to be a driving game. You have to be able to understand the mechanics, and part of that's being able to interpret properly what it is that's being displayed on the screen. Redline deploys a specialized engine mod which doubles the max speed of the car, making it very hard to control. Again, whenever I did that, that didn't seem to do anything. My acceleration didn't change, my speed really didn't change. I believe when I deployed it, at least one of the times, I was already at my max speed. It didn't really seem to do anything at that point. So we'll change the license on the... Oh, it's the same for all of them. Okay. Alright, next car is the Vigilante. Developed by a company which mysteriously dissolved, Vigilante is the result of years of research into autonomous vehicles. The driver seems to have a knack for bringing bad guys to justice in his spare time. Okay. The first part about a company mysteriously dissolving doesn't really make a lot of sense. Companies come and go every day. A lot of companies will dissolve just to offload bankruptcy, or they'll file bankruptcy right before they dissolve, just to unload a lot of bad debt so their executives can cash out. That would be something cool to put into this kind of description. I don't know about maybe putting into this particular area, but perhaps put it in later as like some of the lore that's unlocked. That, oh, the company that developed the Vigilante, all these executives had golden parachute retirement plans, and their net worth skyrocketed right before the company went under, or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, and it kind of plays into a cyberpunk theme about how corporations can be corrupt and how that destroys individuals. And I think that would fit the theme of what they're going for right now. Microwave jammer. A burst of microwave radiation is projected from the front. That's supposed to be and? Maybe it's supposed to be end? The front end? And no, that doesn't make sense grammatically. The front end? They should have from the front. You're missing the, what's it called? It's not an independent clause. It's a dependent clause? Something like that. You're missing... There's a subject-verb agreeance issue going on right here. I forget what exactly it's called. I'm not exactly an English teacher. But it should be from the front of the car and slows down any target caught in contact. Of the turbo jump, a controlled explosion underneath the car is used to make it leap upwards into the sky. And I feel like that would be neat to use on that one map that has you going over a bridge and it looks like there's a way to jump onto another area. In fact, I might play that next, just before we head out. So I do want to see what the license plate looks like in-game, and I might as well test out that theory while I play this. The final one is Take the Wheel. An experimental AI takes the wheel as the co-pilot. As a co-pilot, while the driver goes for his handgun. Again, the font looks like hand gum or ham gum. Ham gum might be delicious. I've never heard of a company making that. It doesn't sound like it would sell well, but it should never be confused for handgun, as in a firearm. In fact, maybe you should just change that to say driver goes for his firearm, because that would kind of fit with like the 80s vibe, where like you had all these cop movies like Bad Boys and Lethal Weapon. They would never refer to their gun as a handgun. They call it as a pocket cannon or a firearm, or what did they call it in Evil Dead? The boomstick. Like in the 80s, they didn't refer to things by their normal name, and so you kind of build that into this game. Kind of, you know, they reach for their boomstick, or they reach for their firearm, they reach for their hand cannon. You know, something that makes it sound cool. I mean, firearm's probably about the closest you can get to, like, the actual term. I mean, it is the actual term, it's just different than calling it a handgun. And perhaps that would translate well if you wanted to do, like, an international audience. Because hand cannon is a slang term. Kind of going to be difficult to translate that into Japanese or German or whatever. So firearm might be the best option for that. The 8.6. It's not about the car, it's about the driver. Through natural talent and wrenching under the engine, this old street car has been turned into a legendary racer. First attack is blind attack. It ghosts the car's presence and takes advantage of rivals' slipstreams. That sentence makes absolutely no sense. How is that a blind attack? And shouldn't slipstreaming already be part of the driving mechanics? Literally every car since Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Kart 64 has had slipstreaming. Every modern racing game has slipstreaming built in as a mechanic. Oh, but all of a sudden this game, you have to have special attack skill to do that. Good job. A mechanical tune. Careful engine tuning has allowed the car to reach seemingly impossible speeds when at the right amount of revs. Okay. I wouldn't go with mechanical tune as the name for that, because when I first played it, I thought, oh, this is gonna like repair my car or something. But if it's just a speed boost, and it's not even a speed boost, probably just a adjustment to the top speed of the car, I would call it something else. Anyway, hyperfocus. The driver goes into hyperfocus mode. Yeah, that lettering doesn't look right on that either. Mode doesn't look like mode. It looks like node almost. It's just the letters too narrow together. It looks too similar to the N. Anyway, the driver goes into hyper focus mode and makes a turn at it. It makes any turn a breeze to tackle. Again, that's not my experience. I played through and did hyper focus and was still banging into walls and sliding all over the place. It did not help at all. Alright, and the last one is the Benefactor. A curiously modified supercar that defies the laws of physics and operates outside of this dimension. Alright, we're going with that. As the sponsor of the Outmode races, it is said the driver started all this just to give herself a new challenge, indeed. Okay. The Rift Anchor rewrites time and swaps places with the current vehicle in front of you. Okay, so that's what that was. That was kind of cool. Basically cheating, though. The second law breaks the bindings of physics and turns the car into an unstoppable force of motion. Again, that's really not my experience. I was banging into things, taking damage, hitting walls, hitting cars, hitting fireballs or whatever. It didn't seem to do anything enabling that. If you're gonna make it, so it's definitely a shield of some sort. If you're gonna make it a shield, you may as well just, whenever you have the shield enabled, the integrity refills automatically, we'll say, and then you can't take any damage while that's running. I think that would probably be the best way to handle that, and you could probably change that into an ultimate at that point. So that'll leave it as a second attack thing. Anyway, the grid transcends the fabric of reality and jumps to another dimension, running a few seconds ahead of this one. Okay. It's basically another teleport, similar to the Rift Anchor, but somehow worse. I guess it would be good to use if you were in first. Because you don't have anybody to jump ahead with. You can't swap places like you do in the Rift Anchor. So that would be when you'd want to use the grid. But something like that, I feel like should be a secondary attack, like the right button on the D-pad. It shouldn't be an ultimate, because ultimates take so long to charge, and therefore should give a very tangible reward. Like the adjustment I said to make to the second law, make that the ultimate, and then make the grid your regular attack. Yeah, you'd have very similar attacks, and therefore you should probably rework one of them, or just throw one out and then replace it with the other one. But it would work better than what we got here. Anyway, that's it for that. I'm gonna go back and we'll do one more race. I think settings I want to change. Not really. Everything's ultra high. Let's turn off film grade. Let's see what that looks like. And we'll play that one with the fire car or whatever it was called. I actually have to go look and see what one it was. Which means I gotta go through this. This is another thing that should be improved. It shouldn't be like, you gotta wait for it to load each one. Like, Forza Horizon, you're not sitting around waiting. So I want the Vigilante, then. So Vigilante and whatever race that other one was. It wasn't Downtown Boulevard, was it? But I think it might have been. We'll do Downtown Boulevard and the Vigilante. And we'll just put a bunch of people in, because why not? And this will be the last one. For real. I love that alert. No, I just did this one, didn't I? It's 3 lap. Yeah, this isn't the one I thought it would be. So which one was it then? Alright, do I have an option to back out of this? Okay, so there's a menu, that's cool. Go back to main menu, yeah. It's good, they got that programmed in. Oh, I wanted to see what happens if you hit endless. That's what I forgot to test. So, Vigilante. Oh, there's a peaceful mode. It's good to know. Oh, is this, you only have the one level? They don't give you any other options? Alright, we'll do this. I'm not gonna do it for too long though, this is literally endless. You can't outrun the sun. Oh, that's what you think. Oh, this is a different map. I'm trying to think what map this would be. It's not the beach one. Maybe it's a custom map. I feel like I could have went flying there. That would have been bad. Oh, can I go off this road? Okay, obviously you can't go off that. But... okay, this is kind of awful. I mean, this is cool. I have 3 laps. Why do I have 3 infinite laps? So this is literally just a different level. Yeah, that sun is not in the right spot in the sky. It needs to be behind the horizon. I guess it technically is, but it's like barely. I think it's the grid. It's gotta be the grid. Like, if you remove that, you wouldn't have the sense of perspective that you currently have with the sun. So I haven't figured out if hitting this damages you. I don't know. We'll figure it out someday. Today will not be that day. It's So, did I just do a lap? Not sure. Oh, something popped up. Obviously, I'm still on lap 1. Ugh. I don't have any cool powers on this one. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like if you put the sun back further, like visually, I'm trying to think how you could do that. You couldn't. You probably could just make it smaller. Come on, turn. Really? Like I can put my. Come on. There we go. Like, why am I bouncing so much when I go there? Made no sense. And it's like, I guess, nighttime on this area? Sure, why not? Yeah, having a chromatic aberration off helped, but, anyway, back to what I was... Oh, we got texture pop in, that's great. Like, this computer has more than enough RAM and GPU and whatnot that you shouldn't have texture pop in on a simple game like this. I wonder if it's... Oh, it says endless. Maybe this is a procedurally generated map. We'll figure it out. I feel like you shrink the sun down. Oops. Whoa, why are those in the middle of the road? Why would you have poles in the middle of the road like that? That's just bad. There's a spot in the yeah, that's not supposed to be glowing like that. So the wall itself doesn't exist properly in the game's universe. So that texture literally didn't load. Well, there's several of them now. Kinda broken. But yeah, take the grid out, and I feel like that would help. You don't have to take it out permanently, just like take it out where the sun is. So when the sun is in view, you don't see the grid. Like obviously you can see down toward the horizon, you don't actually see the grid, because it's like, I guess, occluded out of the way. Do the same thing for the sun that's on the skybox. I feel like you'd be doing better. I don't know, this feels like I just went in a circle. Why? Because I did. And why am I slowing down? Like, come on. Alright, more texture popping. That's my favorite. I'll do this for, we'll say, 15 minutes. That was just through here, so it's obviously repeating parts of it. I feel like maybe it's just not tracking the actual laps that you do. So it's like cheating. Oh, there's birds in the sky. Good to know. A lot of birds in the sky. Like, he didn't know what to put there, so he just put a bunch of birds. Yeah, you got too much, the red terrain. The red terrain and the red sun and the red neon on the ground just make the whole thing too red. Change up the colors a little bit. Maybe, the terrain can be, well, kind of do like you do here, where, like, alternates between colors. Like, you got green on the terrain, blue on the outer curve and then pink in the middle. That looks nice. And orange for like the stuff off to the sides. I want to get this up to like top speed and then have take the wheel take over. It's not a goal. I feel like it just has no acceleration now. Oops, that was the wrong point to use that at. Again, it would be helpful to have a map of the, oh, I can... Oh, that doesn't change the particles? Really? You put those particles in there and they don't change based off your speed? Like, really? Kind of like a beach. So I screwed up on that. I hit it just as I was gonna... Hey, look at that, there's I guess a hotel, a building. Oh, it definitely seems like he just goes 70 miles an hour. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Man, that's neat. Yeah, and there should be like sound effects you're shooting. I definitely like how the rear view thing seems to actually respond to what's happening in the background. I'd be surprised. There's I think it wasn't until like Forza 3 that they got that working correctly. The car is severely damaged, huh? This is kind of cool. It's hard as hell to see, but you know. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's my take the wheel charger. This is kind of cool. Change this up. There's that. It's kind of cool. I don't know why I'm bouncing so much, but. Yeah. Here's the birds again. I have to wonder what the actual limit of this would be. It's obviously not a truly endless map. It's gotta be something like it's just a really long map and you have to do it 3 times to finish. I mean, like, theoretically, you could, like, just play the game for, like, 3 hours on this one map. It's not a bad map, it certainly looks nice, has varying, aesthetic choices to it. It certainly seems like it was meant to demo the game. This probably should have been the main thing they advertised. Oh, I hit the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, getting tired. Been 10 minutes on this one map, so I don't really have stuff to say about it. I mean, I can reiterate the same complaints, but I feel like that's just counterproductive. I've said what I said. I'm gonna review the VOD, I'm gonna play the game some more, write down some notes, and then write a really long complaint to the manager. Basically. Again, why am I bouncing? Like, he didn't make the road itself even in that area. Yeah, I was definitely through here before. So, maybe it just doesn't count laps. I feel like that'd be a really lazy way of programming it, but kinda after, what has it been, 2 hours of playing this, almost. It really feels like this game wasn't intended to be a racing game, it was just a nostalgia simulator. On that front, visually and auditorially, it works. But if you're gonna sell me a racing game, I need to be able to race. And cars just collide way too much. Look at this wide area, and I still end up wrecking. Like, there's just no traction on this. I think this car actually has the best traction of them all. It's like, really? Why am I unable to steer around a corner? Alright, so we got the Jesus Take the Wheel going again. Yeah, points for speed. It's good. Hey, that's 1 lap. So yeah, it's just really long. Oh, it's not an actual lap. I thought I did a lap. I was so proud of myself. I'll say 12 minutes a lap's a lot, but not crazy long. Again, these stupid poles in the middle of the road. Why would you have poles in the middle of the road? I don't think they have that in real life, ever. It's a massive safety hazard. There's a reason they put them on steel poles. So they can support the sign that hangs over the road. If they can't do that, they make it basically a giant, I wouldn't call it a bridge, but like a sign that spans the entire length of the roadway. Man. As soon as I get to 4th gear, we're gonna hit take the wheel. Let's see. There we go. Get around this curve, actually. I have a feeling it's not going to enable properly. There we go. Our pew pew gun. Pew pew pew. Can I shoot the birds? I'll shoot the birds. It's disconcerting not having any sound effects to this. Definitely gotta get that put in. Not hard. This game was made in Unity, and the Unity store. Oh shit. So take the wheel doesn't really take the wheel too well. Which way am I going? This way? Yeah. It should auto drive while it's going through that exiting animation. It shouldn't fully put you into drive until a few seconds after you're back in control. Or from the player's perspective, back in control. Like, I should feel like I'm able to drive it, but if I'm not able to actually... Okay, let me rephrase how that would work. Whenever the, take the wheel... Let me just reload here. Okay, that ain't working. So if my car blows up, I guess I'm done for. Oh well. Can't reset. Anyway, take the wheel, whenever it goes through that animation where you're going back into the car, it should be fully self-driving, as well as for a few seconds afterward, while still actually giving the player the ability to, you know, maneuver if it's not going to immediately let them hit something. I don't know how you program that. You probably need a AAA game studio. So I think the best option would be just it auto drives for a few seconds after the player's back behind the wheel. Maybe you could animate them putting their seatbelt on or something, so the player themselves can get adjusted and used to the idea they gotta drive in a few seconds. They can also switch their camera angle at that point too. Or I guess a better option would be have it default to going back into the camera view the player was in before they went into the take the wheel mechanism. Sounded like I had a text-to-speech message, but I'll have to go look. Somebody's trying to speak. It's not popping up on the chat window, which means I probably had like 30 viewers and have no idea. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go until I hit enough curbs to blow up the car, or enough walls, I guess. I'm just about dead. I've been doing this for 20 minutes. Like, it looks nice, but it's obviously repeating a lot. I'd be curious how they have this programmed. It's like different enough that I'm not 100% sure it's not just looping through the track and failing to count the additional track. But yeah, you gotta fix these shaders on these terrains. Oh, that's awful. I mean, I guess it could work if you worked it into the aesthetic, but being that this game's a demo, I'm more likely to believe that it's just a bug, that some of the textures aren't popping in properly. Alright, my music cut out. That's always good. There we go. Damn it. Up this road, damn it. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the wheel again. What? Car just stalled while I was trying to boost? Really? I want to get to the palm trees up ahead. Yeah, drive better. See, this looks cool. And take the wheel doesn't even take the wheel properly. Alright. I was hoping that would auto-drive me, but instead I just went right into the wall. Like, the auto-drive on this is not very good. I don't know if that's something that's part of the design or what. There we go. Again, it should be defaulting back to the view that you had before. Oh, there are engine noises. It's just really, really quiet. So I actually have the music turned down pretty low compared to the special effects. It's just really, really quiet. Here I was thinking there just weren't any engine noises. Now it's just way, way too quiet. Oop. There we go, we're about ready to blow up. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the palm trees. It's a little unfortunate. So I'm just going through this mountain terrain. Palm trees are right over here though, so maybe I'll get lucky. That's not palm trees. Whoa! Come on. Yeah, there are definitely palm trees up ahead. I wonder if that's part of the skybox. I keep seeing them off in the distance, but I'm not getting any closer. Try not to wreck. Son of a bitch. Yeah, here's the palm trees. Yeah, come on, guys. Wanna go through the palm trees. I gotta go through this red area, which, again, a little bit too much red. Put some purples in there. Oh, my car just blew up. Yep, I'm in the palm trees, that's all that matters. That was my score. I got 1.5 million points for that. Well, it is what it is. Before we move on to anything else, is anybody talking? I just wasn't hearing it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's 7 races. Let's see, let's do that 1 race again. It wasn't Sunset City, was it? No, that was like 3 rounds. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, there's only just easy, normal, and hard on this. Almost 4. These. It's good time. Okay, this is the one you have only the 1 lap one. It's the monkey man. I win. This is a really good map though, I love the visuals on it. Probably better than the other beach one they have. Beach one's cool, it's just more difficult to drive on, I guess. It's less of a visual aesthetic thing then. The fact that these roads have to be so wide in order for you to maneuver, actually really bad. Oh, you can't jump that because you don't have the turbo jump at that point. Ah, okay. Like it's right at the beginning. Okay. Can you stop? Can you stop doing that? Do you wanna stop? The monkey man right up above me. And guys in helicopters are shooting at me for some reason. Yeah, that looks cool. Come on. I feel like maybe it should make the walls bouncier, so that if you hit the wall, you can actually recover from it instead of just clinging to it like that. Come on, get off this wall here. Well, jump didn't really jump at all. I feel like it may have been just blocked. Did not finish for any of them. Haha. Alright, that's gonna end it for this evening. We'll terminate the game. and then we'll play our outro. So anybody that did stop by, that individual that followed earlier, thank you for following. Doesn't even pop up. It's literally not telling me anything. Anyway, thank you for following. And I'm going to put the outro music up in a second. I want to load up the YouTube chat because I actually don't have any that running right now. Wonder if the text-to-speech is just running on that. I like how it's limping my voice. That's my favorite part of this. Alright, well, that's going to end it for this evening. We'll play the outro music, and then we'll play something else next week. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. So it was Do You who followed, and that would be on Twitch, even though my alert didn't pop up in Stream Elements. So yeah, there's something definitely wrong with this here. My voice is just screwing with my head here. Close out of that. Yeah, I got the music alert, but it didn't actually. I don't think it played the name. It certainly didn't show up in the chat window here, which I find fascinating. So we'll have to figure out why that happened. Let's try loading a different tab with the chat. The only explanation I could think of, and this will probably sound rude, but maybe they're a bot, and maybe they got banned automatically for trying to type in something, and it just didn't want to put up what they put in. Usually it'll give me the reason they got banned, but I guess if they followed it and then got banned immediately, it would cause issues. Yeah. Oh, we got Maker Plier watching us today. That's not disingenuous at all. Alright, well that's enough screwing around. We're gonna let this outro music play out, and we'll end the stream as we always do. I'll see you in the next one.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to